Welcome to another quick review from Ultimate DIY, and today we're going to look at a three-piece scissor set from Goldblatt. This is going to be model 084389082260. So if you're not familiar with Goldblatt is very big in the drywall world. I end up picking up a lot of tools to do my drywall work that are made by Goldblatt. But that is not the only thing they do. They make a lot of other hand tools and all as well, including these scissors. Now, this is a three-piece scissor set. You're going to get two types of scissors here. You're going to get an 8 and a 10-inch, and we're going to get these heavy-duty shears. So first of all, I want to point out one of the things that I find most important about these scissors. It's the tang design. And the tang design basically means that the blade is solid all the way through the actual handle. A lot of cheaper made scissors are going to actually have the blades come down, and then the end pieces that you hold, the handles, are separate. That seems to be always an area of problem. It's where they break off. Well, this, if you look real close here, you can see the blade. So it is a solid piece that comes all the way down and curves. This one is right here, and it's going to flow all the way through, and it is all one solid piece, and they take the handles and actually slide them over it. So it makes for a very strong scissor. Now, the difference in these two are not just the length. If you look, you've got a straight 8 and you have a curved 10. Now, where this curve comes in handy is if I'm cutting something, say this piece of paper here, I can actually follow the floor and just cut, or the table, whatever it is that you're actually cutting on. And I say floor a lot because I'm always doing DIY projects and I'm always outside cutting something. But I like that I can follow. If I have straight ones like this, it becomes a little harder. I have to kind of hold it up and tilt to get that cut. Now, these have their place, and these are going to be great for making small cuts, doing little trimming pieces, and things of that nature, but this is really awesome this way. Now, when you look at the actual construction though of this and the blades, one of the things I like is they use an actual nut and bolt set on it, which means if it starts getting loose and worn over time, which is bound to happen, I can tighten everything back up. I have seen scissors you cannot tighten up, and once it gets to a certain point, they're pretty much worthless. You have to throw them away and get a new pair. I love the rubber grips on these. They're going to be easy to clean, and they allow even my large hands to fit in this bottom, which is really kind of nice. It's actually, for me, a little more comfortable if I leave the little finger out, but it works great. They have a very good feel to them. And another thing you're going to notice is when you push these together, it has a rubber piece that sticks out, which stops it from going all the way. Now, that may sound like a little thing to you and not that big of a deal, but it's very important, because if they don't have that there, that is where you get pinched all the time, especially when you're cutting things that are very difficult. And now let's take a look at the shears. Now, this is an interesting set of shears. First of all, the blades are going to be drop forged, which means it's extremely strong. I like the fact that they put a thumb lock on here. You have to push it in a little and you move the thumb lock down and it opens. The handles are really nice. And one of the things I do want to point out on all three of these is not only are they comfortable, they're a rubber type material, but they do not have a lot of grooves. Those grooves you would think are great. They look pretty and all that, but you really want it as smooth as possible, because those grooves collect dirt and grime, and you have to clean these things or they just end up looking terrible over time. So all of these are made very smooth and very nice, very comfortable. Now, these in particular have a serrated edge, and you have to look very close to see it because it's right on the very cutting edge of the blade. And what that's going to do is that allows you to grab a hold of things and cut it without it sliding off real easily. So it actually makes it a little safer. So this one also has a nut and a bolt system on it so that you can tighten it down as well as it loosens. Now this one will probably loosen a little faster than those if you are cutting big things like that sheet metal. Let's go ahead and experiment. We're going to take a flat piece, and I'm going to take the smallest 8-inch scissors, and let's see how well it cuts. I mean, it basically, just like butter, there's no problem. If I'm trying to cut a circle, no problem. All right, cuts easily. Let's try the bigger ones, and what I'm going to do first, we'll go ahead and nip off an end, and then we're going to try it on the table. So, cuts through very easily. Table. Very easily. Let's see if we can turn this one because it's a bigger pear. To be honest with you, I think it's easier to make turns with this one than it is the straight one even. So go figure. That worked out actually well. Now what we're going to do is we are going to try the shears and just see how well it cuts through the cardboard. Let's just do the little piece here first. Oh, I mean, that's like it's like it's not even there. I tell you what, let's do. Let's fold this into 1, 2. There's 3 folds. We're going to see if we can cut through this 3-fold cardboard and see how easily it cuts. I mean, it cuts super easy. It feels like it's a little spring loaded inside of the actual shear, and you can see when you let go of it, it goes back. That spring really helps an awful lot. Now, let's see if we can curve that. It's a little harder to curve, but we can do it. And that's only because I'm going through 3 sheets. So, overall, extremely nice. I'm impressed with it. So, if I was going to rate these on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give it 5 stars because I think they're heavy-duty made. They give you everything you need from a straight to a curved to shears. They're going to be easy to clean. They should last for years. So do yourself a favor. Pick yourself up a set today. I don't think you'll regret it. We'll see you guys on the next review.